The Critshow contains elements of horror, fantasy violence, and adult language. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
Have a new D100, and so most of my attention will be on that today.
I can't sit up to my microphone because Megan has grabbed my thumb and won't let me go, and so I can't get any closer.
Because he needs his thumb to...
There we go. I need to be able to brace off the arms of my chair so I can sit up. Sorry, tell me more about your D100. How many numbers are on it?
Jake, you know. Jake.
How many numbers are on it?
Well, okay, wait, hold on.
Yeah,
are we talking literally?
Exactly, because this is like that how many squares are in this picture, and it's a bunch of squares overlapped that make more squares.
That's a valid point.
God, I can't wait to cut all this.
Every time we start really cooking, every time we strike gold,
Rob's like, no, get this out of here.
I gotta take you all down a notch.
Gold.
How dare you? Does it have 100 on it, or does it have 120 on it?
100.
Okay.
I do have a D120, though.
Do most D100s have 120 sides?
I feel like ones with 120 are also colloquially referred to as D100s sometimes.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like I've seen this where like a set has, or a website is referred to a D100 or something, but it's got 120 on it because that's like, however you multiply the facets.
Yeah.
It more naturally ends up with 120 than 100.
But isn't the D's name off the number of sides?
D's name.
D's name.
192 numbers?
Oh, okay. Like digits.
Yeah. Is that right?
If I know.
90 numbers that are double digit, so that's 180. 9 numbers that are single, so that's 189. 1 number that's 3, so 192.
Wow.
We'll have to check in.
Yeah, we'll get our
scientists.
best people on it. In the meantime, hello, everybody, and welcome back to the
While
show.
we're waiting.
Look who's back on my side.
Look, I'm somewhere in between. Because on the one hand, I thought that was kind of funny, but on the other hand, I do hate Tass more than anything in the world. Welcome back, neighbor, to our loving community here at the Critshow, where we're playing the Clockwinders. Last time, our heroes hammered out the details of their voyage, did what legwork they needed to do to prepare for it, gathering resources for themselves, the crew, and the Hot Nugget. Equipped accordingly and set off for a voyage across the Frost Sea into the uncharted, frozen wasteland. Along the way, Maxine got comfortable with this what?
It was as you were saying that, I was like, oh, he's just going to say whatever Megan happens to be doing. And she adjusted and went, like she got, and you went, got comfortable. And I was like,
it's like you got in my brain.
You read my mind.
Kade tended to the machines and kept the icebreaker operating, and it does very well. It outlives its name. And Einon noticed something suspect in the water that seemed to be keeping pace. And finally, once they started to break through the meat of the ice shelf that Carver was worried about.
Captain, we have another problem. The ice is also meat.
Yes, this is how we subsist out here. I don't know if you know this, but we only bought rations for 8 days.
Oh, that makes sense.
And now we will harvest the meat from the ice. It has made its presence well and truly known, because whatever it is, it has rushed up from beneath and slammed into the ice that they are trying to make their way through. Yeah, so you are all aboard the ship, which has just been rocked suddenly and aggressively by this massive impact, whatever this thing is underneath. It doesn't feel like it came up and hit the ship itself. It feels like it came up and hit the ice next to the ship, but it hit with easily the force of the icebreaker, if not more. And Carver starts yelling like all hands commands, like get ready for a fight, whatever the fuck this is, get ready to maintain as the ship takes damage. Like he just starts steering crew who start rushing to positions very quickly. What are the three of you doing?
Oh, you know what I'm doing up here from my vantage is I'm waiting for a face.
Okay.
I'm running back down below deck to where the engine is to check on it, and then also to see if I can... This is going to be weird. I want to see if I can get a view of this thing.
Similarly, I think I've braced on the deck when Carver called out to do so, and I'm just kind of leaning over the edge trying to see what it is that's attacking us.
Okay. Let's start with Kade then. So below decks, you're trying to get eyes on this thing. How?
I know what a transparent thing looks like. I'm going to try to channel ether into the wood and make it transparent.
Okay.
Whoa, that's rad.
All right. Let's overcome with lore. I'm at such a loss on the difficulty. Because saying I know what a transparent thing looks like is scarcely a justification.
I've seen windows.
Yeah.
He knows what
I
it
know
is.
what a transparent thing doesn't look like.
Like at the start of the logic chain is I've seen windows, and then there's several blank steps in between that ends in I can magically make something invisible.
Have you done this before?
No.
No. This is outside of his wheelhouse. Let's say a 5.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so I'm at a 4.
Okay.
I will spend a point because man ether connects all things, even wood and glass.
Okay. Now, let me clarify something.
I'm not turning it to glass.
I saw as clearly as Kade can see the nothing that is this hole now. I saw Jake go, wait a minute.
Hold on now.
Okay. So it still has otherwise the properties of wood.
Yeah.
But it is transparent.
I just love Rev's like, don't fucking...
Don't.
Don't you do this.
You change the floor in the engine compartment to be transparent. And I imagine it's got to be like sort of unsettling or discombobulating at first, because suddenly below you there's just a void. There's just blackness.
Yeah. At first, I don't think it's worked. I think I've blacked out.
And then you see movement beneath you. You see a point of light that kind of like shoots by beneath your feet, perpendicular to the ship. And it kind of looks like a star. It kind of looks like a shooting star, the pace at which it is moving. And then like a moment later, another one. And then a moment later, another one. And I think you can like just make out the silhouette that these are attached to from the light that is being cast down from within this room. But you can only make it out at the very end, because that is the only point at which it is small enough to be visible within the bounds of this room. You see like this silhouette taper to a tail that is still almost the width of the room you're standing in, and goes by and out of sight underneath you. And you can tell that those 3 points of light that Einon has been describing, that he's seen kind of moving in unison at a distance, are all on one big fuck-off fish swimming underneath.
Okay.
Back up on the deck, you are keeping an eye out for this thing to surface, and you feel another massive impact, and more cracks appear in the ice surrounding the ship. The ship is again knocked a little bit. It sways back and forth. And Einon, you see those stars breach the surface of the ice. Just a big, like, kind of charcoal black surface with a few points of what looks like maybe bioluminescence scattered across its back that resemble stars. you see that a giant fin in the middle of this that seems to be the first thing to poke its way up and out of the ice. And it is moving. And now that it has broken through, as it moves, that fin is just carving through the ice like a hot knife through butter.
Whoa.
And you can now track its progress. You can see the stars on its back. You can see the fin. You can see that this thing is swimming underneath and just making a loop kind of out and away as if to turn back around and face the ship.
Oh, right. That big boy's going to be a problem. Captain, I'm going to see if I can't assist in scaring this thing off.
Einon's just like, I'm going to eat that.
I'm going to find out what you taste like lining up a shot.
Maxine, what are you doing?
I know what I want to do. I just don't know if it makes sense to be able to do it yet. I want to use my move, See the Cracks, to investigate and create a weak spot. But I don't know if I can see enough of it yet or have a good enough idea of what it is.
Okay. I think that you could take a crack at this, but right now the difficulty would be substantially higher.
Yeah, that's fair.
Than if you wait a little bit until you can get better eyes on this thing. Are you interested or do you want to wait?
I'm gonna wait. Has there been damage to the ship at all from these attacks?
Why don't you overcome with investigate?
Okay.
Trying to beat a 2.
5.
Okay. So you will gain a boost. I think looking over the edge, initially kind of looking for this thing and then starting to instead take in the condition of the ship, you can see places where the ice is like crushing the sides of the ship. Like where this thing smashed into the ice and separated it, it kind of redistributed it to start pinning your ship back between two plates that it had broken between. You know how they say, like, if you get stabbed, you shouldn't pull the knife out because it's the only thing keeping the blood from coming out now?
Yeah.
That's kind of how the ship is with the ice right now. Like, currently, the ice is creating pressure and it is stopping the ship from taking on water, but it's starting to lock it in place. But once removed, as it will inevitably need to be, when the ice leaves, water will take its place and start collecting within the ship.
Okay, then I want to use Restoration Specialist and try and get the ship back in good condition for when that eventually happens. Like, this is our way out of here. We got to keep it safe.
Okay. Remind me what the 2 scales are.
Size and amount of damage. So 1 through 4, small, medium, large, gigantic.
I think this is a ship, so this is going to be gigantic.
That's fair. And then light, moderate, heavy, and destroyed.
I think at this moment, I'd call it moderate. I think once the ice was removed, I'd probably call it heavy damage, but right this second, it's still moderate damage.
All right, so I got to beat a 6.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good. I rolled a -3.
Oof. Wow.
And I have a +6, so that puts me at a 3. Think I'm going to spend a fate point to reroll that.
Okay. What are you invoking?
Perspicacious. Just noting, like, what parts of this ship are actually damaged versus what is just some wear. Like, what do I need to hone in on to make sure that this is safe?
Okay.
Okay, that puts me at a 5.
Okay, we're getting there.
I'll use the boost that I just created.
Okay, what do you want to call it?
I'm going to call it Ship Shape.
All right. That will get you to a success. So you start bearing down, channeling ether into the repairs for this ship. Einon, you are wanting to get this thing's attention. How?
Does the ship have cannons?
It does not. Like powder cannons, like that's a concept you guys just discovered existed.
Yeah.
And ether cannons are kind of a step too intricate for this ship and this crew. They do have harpoon guns.
Interesting. Okay. So I never really do this. I usually just start shooting. I think I want to study it. Like I'm looking down the length of the arrow, like following its movement. And, like it took that big wide turn and I'm studying, like, does it have to take that big of a turn because of its size? Or is it like getting distance so that it can like build up ramming speed? Like I'm just trying to understand how it moves.
All right. Why don't you create an advantage with notice?
Okay. What do I got to hit here?
That's always the $1 million question. I'm going to say a 5.
Okay.
I think this is going to be superbly difficult.
All right. That's a 6.
Okay, so you will get 1 free invoke.
And I would love to use my stunt, Uncanny Accuracy. Once per conflict, stack an additional free invoke on an advantage you've created to represent the time you took to aim or line up a shot.
Okay, 2 free invokes then. All right, so I think this is more revealing an existing aspect and creating a new aspect on this thing because it is reflective of you sizing it up.
Sure.
And I think I'm going to give you 2. One of which you get the invokes on, but the other one I think you would pick up on by this observation. Like you'd notice both of these things. So one of the aspects this creature has is, stop me if you've heard this one before, experienced hunter.
Oh, no.
Face to face, there can only be one.
You can tell from its movement and its tactics that like it knows what it's doing and it's done it before. I think the one that you get invokes on is it's been a while. That you can also tell that although it is deploying tactics and it seems to know what it's doing, it's a little bit sloppy and it's a little bit rough around the edges. And you know that fucking nobody's been out here in recorded history. This thing couldn't have gotten a chance to do much like this in a super fucking long time. So it's a little bit off its game. So been a while with 2 free invokes.
Oh, I'm on to you, you big son of a bitch. Look at us, 2 hunters trying to eat each other.
And it is just bearing down on the bow of the ship. What do you want to do?
I'm going to let that arrow fly.
Roll to attack with shoot.
I got a 6.
It got a 1 to defend with athletics.
Ouch.
I'm going to spend 1 from subsurface predator to at least bump that up to a 3 and make it take a little bit less damage. But it is good beneath this ice. It is good in the water.
I'm going to use 1 from It's Been a While.
Motherfucker.
I can see how it's trying to twist and turn, and I anticipated for that.
All right, that is a 5 step of damage. Yeesh. So this is going to spread that damage out a little bit. It is going to take 2 physical stress, a fleeting condition, disoriented, and a sticky condition, enraged.
Okay.
But it rams the ship head on, and the ship is powerless to defend itself. I think that from within the engine compartment, Kade, you see like faintly the silhouette of this thing's head as it like passes under, just moments before the impact of its fin hitting the front of the ship. And the ship is going to take some big damage. Well, probably. Let me roll. So bad. God, I roll so bad in this. Ugh. The ship takes a 4 shift hit. So it takes 4 points of physical stress from this impact.
I yell at the fish. No, stop it. I just fixed that.
Kade, what do you want to do?
Can I try to manually adjust the engines, whether it's speeding them up, slowing them down, putting them into reverse, to try to give some benefit to the people fighting it?
I mean, I feel like the answer is yes, but I feel like I need a little more explanation of what and how and why.
Yeah, I mean...
I leave that to you.
What I'm thinking of is, because it is so big and it takes this wide swing, that if I could throw the ship into reverse, that maybe its fin would impact in the wrong spot, or... Because it doesn't seem like it's dragging along across us. It is doing a targeted hit. So I'm trying to have effect on its ability to hit us.
Okay. So I could see this manifesting different ways.
Mm-hmm.
I could see you creating an advantage of some sort that then people can invoke. I could see you having the narrative positioning to defend when it attacks.
Ooh.
Now the ship can defend itself because you are the one doing it. I suppose maybe both of those can be true. I suppose this could be a created advantage right now, and the next time it comes at you, you could make acute changes to defend.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's create an advantage with God. With what? Let me look at the skills.
With ads? Would that get me anything?
It gets me time. All right, let's call this, I would call this crafts. So for you, it is burglary. Create an advantage with burglary, trying to beat I mean, you didn't build this part. I think that ups the difficulty a little bit. I'm going to call it a 4.
Okay. I'm at a 4. Oh, man, but I'm going to invoke Icebreaker. I did work on parts of this, and I did have to engage with the engine to rig this up.
Okay. So this will create an aspect with 1 free invoke. let's call it man at the wheel, man at the helm.
Okay.
This is just actively being steered in defense.
And I don't know if this is unknown knowledge or not, but I will yell to someone to relay up above that it's a big fucking fish.
Okay. You yell up, and I think you hear Carver like, I was figuring that based on the giant fin. How big are we talking?
At least 2, if not 3 times bigger than the ship.
Okay. Maxine, what did you do to fix the ship? I saw you. It looked like you did a magic.
Yeah, I tried to reinforce some of the places that got hit again, but it's just gonna keep hitting us and doing more damage. I'm trying to get a good look at it right now.
Oh, if you want to get a good look, come on down here. It's pretty terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can see this thing's fin and, like, its back breaking through the ice. Second by second, it is becoming more visible because the ice is breaking up more and more as it goes to and fro.
Okay, I mean, as we're seeing more of it and I'm hearing more information coming from different directions, I'm going to try and figure out its weak point.
Okay.
So that is my stunt, See the Cracks. When you use Investigate to create a weak spot or similar advantage on someone, the first player to invoke that aspect can inflict an additional 2 shift hit.
All right, why don't you create an advantage with Investigate? I think with the additional time you've waited and things that people have shouted out, the difficulty is lowered to a 4.
5.
Okay. You watch this thing go by, and you see very faintly on its hide a spot of what looks like scar tissue. A wound that did not heal properly. It looks like at some point long ago, it was impaled by something pretty gigantic, and whatever that was is long since fallen away or rotted away, or it removed it or whatever, but that wound was never able to completely heal. So let's call this old wounds.
Oh boy, Einon, everyone, look, right on its right side, just below its fin, there's a scar or something, a cut. It looks like it didn't heal properly. Maybe if we aim there, it'll do more damage?
Perfection, thank you, dear.
And I'm gonna just spend some time looking at the new damage to the boat.
Okay. You start taking in the ship's new hurt. Einon, what are you doing?
I'm waiting for it to come back around, and I want to try to get an angle on that weak spot and see if I can get an arrow straight through.
Okay. As it makes another loop, you feel more like rumbling, this subsurface thunder, as more of this thing breaks through the surface until you finally see its face. It looks like a weird hybrid. It has the general shape and obviously scale of like a whale, like an enormous whale. But you can see that on top of its head, it has an anglerfish light, and its teeth are sharp and pointed, like those of an anglerfish or a shark. It seems like it is a strange combination to make it a perfect, like, trap hunter in the dark water.
Yeah.
But as it does lift its head, it obscures your line of sight a little bit on that wound that Maxine had pointed out to you. Essentially, its face is in the way now. You don't have that top-down shot on it like you did before. What do you want to do?
I'm still going to take a shot, even if I'm not sure if I can hit that spot.
Okay. Roll to attack.
Worst part is it has ditto face.
Oh, no.
Kill it!
8.
I got a 6. I'm going to spend a point again to once more invoke Subsurface Predator to try and mitigate some of that damage, get it up to a tie.
It's been a while. Experienced hunter.
He doesn't even bother with the filler words anymore.
Okay, so you are both using a free invoke and spending a point?
Yeah.
God, okay, so that's a 4 shift hit. So 4 shift. Got 1 left.
Go ahead. Might as well use it.
I'm also just trying to think like what I could even justify that would pay off. I don't think I can. I will keep my 1. So I'm gonna mark another sticky condition, hurt, and 2 more points of physical stress.
Oh, yeah, he has a condition.
Yeah.
He's got a couple.
Could I have invoked that too?
Yeah, which one? At the time, of the attack. He had disoriented and enraged.
Yeah, I think disoriented. He's, coming up out of the water. We're seeing his face for the first time. He's kind of up in the air. He's still a little disoriented. It's a cleaner shot.
Okay. We probably should have established an initiative order at some point. Let's see. When was the last time the fish went? Who's gone since the fish?
Okay, I got you. So the fish rammed the ship, and the ship took damage. Then Kade created an advantage, man at the helm. I did see the cracks and got old wounds and saw the head scar tissue. And then Einon just attacked it, and it defended.
Yeah, fish turn.
Yeah,
Fish
all
turn.
right. Fish turn. And then we'll do better at initiative.
Okay.
Assuming it's still alive.
It just kills itself trying to attack us.
It goes, fine, and leaves.
You may not be far off. Well,
You know how you become an old, experienced predator? Leaving when you're losing.
picking your battles. All right. The fish is going to make another attack on the ship. Kade, would you like to defend on its behalf?
You know it.
All right. Go ahead and defend with burglary to operate this device.
7.
I'm gonna spend his last one and invoke experienced hunter on his behalf. I'm just gonna fucking re-roll these.
Is this just to make you feel better?
It's to mitigate, or it's to. Well, can I catch up to you?
I got a 7.
Yeah. How many points do you have left? How many fate points?
All
do you
of
have?
them?
I've got 1, and I've got quite a few invocables.
Okay, so I'm not theoretically he could roll well enough to do you some harm.
Yeah.
But you just outspend him. All right. Well, thanks for talking me out of it. I'll save that resource. So yeah, you rip this thing into reverse, and his 3 fight is insufficient to bypass your defense. He misses. The fin misses. I think you feel it kind of like scrape along the outside of the hole, but not in a way that does any damage as he starts to loop back around. And now, initiative, better. It's going to pick who goes next, and I think we'll bring it back to Kade.
Is there something else I could do to prep, like, for its next go round if it attacks again? Like, I'm entirely thinking defensively here.
I mean, you could try to create some sort of advantage.
Yeah, I think I slow one engine and speed the other one up to make a collection of ice that we can kind of get in between and around so that it's harder to tell what's us.
Okay. I think I understand what you're describing.
Okay.
You're like, oh, good.
Well, because we were just a straight line.
Yeah. So you're sort of you're almost like creating a whirlpool around the ship a little bit, dragging ice in around you.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that sounds like it's going to be another create an advantage with burglary. Being a 3.
Okay. 4.
Okay. 1 free invoke. What do we want to call this? Obstructed?
I like it.
That was better than mine.
What was yours?
Glass bottom beauty.
Hell yeah, I love Queen. All right, who do you want to go next?
I'm going to give the fish a hard time. It goes next.
Okay. I mean, it's going to do what it's been trying to do the whole time. It swoops around and it tries to carve through this ship with its fin again.
Okay.
4.
5?
Go ahead. Just use that last point.
No, it whiffs. It again, you are able to outmaneuver it, and it misses. Let's say that Maxine goes next.
I'm going to try to repair the ship again. Just keeping up on this damage, so hopefully it doesn't become the most difficult it could possibly be to repair.
I think same roll as last time. I think this is still moderate damage that it has done on account of it's missed 2 more times since then.
9.
Whoa.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, that might be the best I've ever rolled.
Once again, you channel ether into this ship, and along the sides of the hull and below deck, you can see panels of wood. Boards just start to stitch themselves back together. Leaks start to patch. Cracks start to disappear. Einon, that leaves you.
I'm going to take a shot.
Okay.
Waiting, watching it whiff, go through as it pops back up the other side where I can see that dumb head and hopefully get a shot at its weak spot.
I imagine it keeps missing the ship, but each time it does, its weak spot is just visible. And so you're just taking that opportunity to all right, what is this? Okay, got it. You just get a little bit more information each time of all right, I know what this is now.
7.
Got a 4. What kind of points do you have left?
Well, on top of this, I know it's still enraged, too. And
Oh my
it
God.
probably hates that it's getting picked apart so cleanly. So it's really technically a 9 instead of a 7.
Okay, but bringing us back to what kind of points do you have?
I got one left.
Damn it. Okay. I'll spend mine. Subsurface predator. I'm just gonna try to reduce that hurt a little bit.
Experienced hunter.
Okay. Spend your point.
Okay.
It's a 5 shift hit once again. We are both out of fate points, I believe.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. All right. It's gonna take another fleeting condition, which is frightened. Man, and I think I'm gonna mark its one of its lasting conditions, which is survival instinct. So that brings us to the end of the round. Who do you want to go next?
I think I'm just going to pull out another arrow.
Okay. I will say, you see that this thing seems like it's trying to flee. It seems like it's ready to turn tail and run. Hence the survival instinct.
Uh-huh. Captain, let it flee or feed us for a few months.
I don't even know what the fuck this thing is. It's got to be worth a shitload.
I take the shot.
Okay.
8 plus its new one that it just took.
Okay. It got a 6, so that's 4 shifts. It's going to take its other lasting condition, which is wounded, which leaves it with very little in the tank. It's not eliminated yet. Who goes next?
Can you use 2 of its conditions once for free in the same moment?
I think so.
Well, because it had its survival and, what was it, terrified or something?
Frightened.
Frightened.
Yeah, survival instinct, frightened. I don't think you'd used hurt against it yet.
Oh. Well, might as well throw both of those on there.
Okay, well, it doesn't have the squares left to survive it. Takes its final 2 points of physical stress, and you see it like it was turning as if to dive, and you see that like its fin and its tail, they just stop moving as that last arrow embeds in it right through that scar tissue, and it just kind of like stops moving and lilts to the side a little bit. Its face is below the water, its tail is below the water, but you can just kind of see the side of its hide floating on the surface, poking up between the ice sheets.
Well fought. And I'm going to slide down from the crow's nest.
Carver is like standing at the base of the main mast. Holy shit.
Look at the size of that.
What is it?
I think we should call it a Kerning fish.
Carver kind of shrugs. I mean, surely it doesn't have any other name that persists to today, so I think the person who felled one has every right to name it.
No, I think a more appropriate name would be a constellation fish.
Okay, that's nice. I was going to say I feel like a carver would actually genuinely be a pretty good name for it.
Oh, it was like carving through the ice.
Carved, but I don't want to be
Here we are,
pretentious.
a constellation carver.
Yes, I like it.
Very good.
I don't think we have room on the ship for all of the meat that we could get off of this fish.
Well, I mean, the cold water would preserve it if you'd like to drag it along.
Oh, we don't even know if this is safe for consumption.
And I don't know if we want to be dragon chum.
Oh, that's a fair point.
It's like, suppose we don't know if this is a solo creature or if maybe now its parents are going to come looking for us.
True, there is always a bigger fish.
Oh, can we get out of the water yet?
You mean like deboard onto the ice?
Oh, I just don't know how much further we're planning on carving through the ice before we have to walk, but it seems like that would be safer the sooner we could get to it.
Do you think? I mean, if another one of these tried to break through the ice and we were on foot, we have no buoyancy, we would go directly in.
That's true, but I guess we don't really know how it hunts. I would assume it wouldn't be able to see us through the ice.
This may be true. I'm not sure precisely how it drew its ire in the first place.
It had followed us for some days before it decided to attack.
I'm below decks, turning the wood back opaque.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you need to roll for it.
That way no one comes down here and loses their mind.
Captain! No! Why aren't we going down?
It's happening again!
Not again! I had a dream it would end this way. Yeah, Carver shouts out some orders to the crew to disembark and start trying to, like, scavenge meat off this thing. I mean, I believe that we could make it further. We were not being stopped by the terrain yet. when the fish attacked, but I leave it up to you. We could go on foot from here and maybe not draw the attention of one of these. We are making a hell of a racket on the ship, so that could be what's drawing their attention. But we'll be slower moving and without shelter.
Based off of our rough guesstimate on the map, how close are we to the edge of the circle that we have circled on the map of where the core might be?
I think now having a better, scope of understanding, seeing the conditions, seeing how fast the ship is making progress, you'd estimate if everything held out how it is right now, if you went on foot, it'd be a couple more days to hit, the near edge of the radius that you're looking in, and a couple of days if you were going to go end to end, the diameter of that. In the ship, probably similar. You'd probably, it was moving pretty slow. It's just, you're aboard a ship, so there's some safety in that. It'd probably be about the same amount of time to get there, but you'd be also possibly drawing more attention to yourselves as you did.
I want to go up to Kade, and as I start talking to him, I want to take off my gloves and look at my hands to see if there are any more, of those markings. Are they more distinct now? I've been using ether quite a bit.
Yeah, I think you can see that scarring is definitely spreading up your forearms.
Hey, do you remember when I found that, orb in Darla's house or whatever her name was?
Yeah.
By tapping into it, I could kind of get a sense of the ether if it was active somewhere else. Do you think that there's a way we could try and get a better direction of where the core is now that we're a lot closer? Looking at the map, we still have a couple of days before we even get into the vicinity of where it might be, but then it's another couple of days anyway, diameter. That's potentially weeks and weeks of searching. We don't have those kind of supplies. We've got to figure out a way to narrow this down.
Do you remember what that felt like?
Yeah, it's kind of the first time I used ether. Well, the first time that I knew I was using ether. So I was able to recognize that.
I've traced the ether running from the core down into the earth a couple places now. I think between the two of us, if we were working together, my knowledge of what that specific ether flowing feels like and you knowing how to sense if something's on, if it's running, yeah, I think we could kind of use that as a homing beacon.
Gosh, what does that even look like?
I gotta tell you, I just kind of been remembering things I've seen people do and trying not to overthink it.
I want to take his hand in mine and then kneel down and put my other hand on the ice. Let's try this.
Okay. Why don't you overcome with lore? Seems like this can be a teamwork. So who's got the higher lore now?
I've got a 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Add a +1 for Kade's contribution. Boy, that's a big fucking number.
Mm-hmm.
I think the target is a 6.
9.
Okay. You succeed with style. You get a boost out of this. You channel ether into the ice, into the ground beneath you. And you see those spots of starlight on the constellation carver's hide get brighter. I think all of you do, to the point that they are shining through the ice that you are standing on, through just the ground beneath you. They are shining their light into the ice, and it is refracting around. All around you, it looks like the ground is glowing as far as you can see. And somewhere well off in the distance, over the horizon, you see a singular beam of light shoot up into the sky. And I think that is where we will leave it off this time.
Okay.
So, thank you, everyone, for joining us for another episode of The Crit Show.
No, thank you, Jake, for
No, thank you.
bringing us here.
Thank you for being such good players.
Aw.
Such
Aw,
good sports.
You're welcome. We could really fuck shit up if we wanted to, but
You're holding back.
we're holding back.
It's true.
And I appreciate it.
I wish everybody could see the sheer number of Post-it notes we have with all of the advantages that we don't use.
I came real close to using my new stunt to make Jake reroll after he used his last point.
That would have been good. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining us. If you want more information on Clockwinders or Fate, check out the show notes. You should also go to our Patreon, patreon.com/theCritShow. We've got tiers at $1, $5, $10, tons of additional content, access to our Discord, access to merchandise, just a positive treasure trove of things available there. And tune in next time for another episode of The Crit Show and more exploration, more frozen tundra for our heroes who are going to say bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
The Crit Show is a Critshow Studios production, edited and produced by Brandon Wentz, with music by Jake Purley. You can find more information about us at thecritshowpodcast.com. To keep up to date with upcoming live shows, contests, and other special events, follow us at The Crit Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. For even more weekly content, join us at patreon.com/thecritshow.